how y'all feel about this, but for me, I know what I want, and what I want is not to work a 9 to 5 ever again. And the reason why I decided that I don't want to ever work a 9 to 5 again is because that was literally the most miserable I've ever felt in my life. And when I say I felt so miserable, y'all, it's like, imagine waking up in the morning. You want to be able to do things on your own terms, but you can't because you have to get up and go to work. Then you have to go to work and deal with people that don't even appreciate you or respect you. And that's how I felt working a 9 to 5. I felt like when I worked a 9 to 5, I didn't have much freedom. And I'm not saying that you have to have freedom at a job, but I want to have a job where I can do things on my own terms. I hated asking to use the bathroom, taking my break, asking to request days off. What else I could name? It's a whole lot of different things that I just did not like working a 9 to 5 job. And I specifically told myself that I no longer could do it no more. I can't. A 9 to 5 job is not the worst thing to do. I'm not trying to bash anybody who has a 9 to 5, but I know what I want, and that's not for me to do anymore. For me, I feel like I have a bright future ahead of me, and it does not include working a 9 to 5 job. I personally feel like a 9 to 5 job does take away a lot of time from people, because it could be, in some sort of way, it could be moments where you probably want to spend more time with your family. You want to be able to work on your own hobbies. You want to create a schedule that's on your own terms, and you wouldn't want to have anything interfere with that. But I feel like with a 9 to 5 job, it does get in the way of a lot of things, especially when you want to live life on your own terms. A 9 to 5 job also slowed me down in so many different ways, and I could just keep going on and on and on. It's like, imagine you need your money now, and your money has to be processed every week or every 2 weeks. I just can't do that. I cannot wait no every 2 week period for a paycheck. I feel like I am better than that. And I feel like you are too good to be working a 9 to 5 job. I feel like you can do something that's way more easier for yourself than a 9 to 5 job. I feel like at a 9 to 5 job, you get overworked and they just underpay you. They do not value you enough at a 9 to 5 job. They will literally have you working a whole 12-hour shift just to not even pay you the worth of the time that you put in. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I know if I'm going to be working, especially if I'm going to be working hard, like, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people out there who have families or people who are struggling, and they are so miserable waking up, but they don't have no choice. They can't just do anything that they want to do, because now that they have a family to feed, they gotta get up and go to work. That's why you are forced to do it, and that's why you have to be disciplined with that. But in this case, I feel like with me, I'm young. I feel like I am young, and I have this time right now to work on what I want to work on. And me working on what I want to work on right now is so that I can secure my future, because I don't think a 9 to 5 job will suit me. Imagine trying to save money and you have a 9 to 5 job that pays you every 2 weeks and you have a lot of bills to pay. It's like you're barely saving any money. You're trading all this time just to make money when you can simply just invest time into yourself to secure yourself. And that's how I look at work. If you're trying to make some type of money, any type of hustle where you're trying to make some type of money, I just feel like you shouldn't have to be putting in so much effort, because eventually you're going to want all that effort and time to come back to you. But imagine working a 9 to 5 job all your life just to retire at 60, 65. Like, I feel like that's a little too late, because when you come into this world, you want to be able to live that life. You want to be able to enjoy life. I'm pretty sure you don't want to be at work 5 to 7 days a week. Me personally, out of high school, when I had got my first job, That was the most terrible experience I've ever experienced, because I had coworkers and I also had managers and bosses that would think that they can talk to me any type of way, and I felt like I did not deserve that. I just don't think, me personally, I could do anything like that, because it was just so draining. After school, I would go to work, and it's like I could feel my battery just running out. Like, I was just so miserable. When payday did come, like, I eventually smiled because I got paid and I was able to spend my money on stuff that I want. But all that time that I invested into working, I just couldn't do it. And y'all, guess where I worked at? I worked at Burger King. As my first job, Burger King was the worst job to ever do. There was no type of respect at that job. And I personally just cannot do it anymore. Can't. Looking back at my past experiences, it just made me realize I know what I don't want to do with my life, and I don't want to do that forever. And that could be a reason why a lot of people are depressed, because they have to go to work and deal with so much nonsense every single day. Stuff that you don't even want to deal with, but you're forced to deal with it, or else I'm going to fire you. That's just how it goes. Imagine who would want to deal with that for the rest of their lives. Who? Wow. It's like, I would look back at those days and I just be like, wow, that was crazy. I really went through that. When I tell you guys, I was so depressed, I would literally cry, because that was something that I did not want to do. I would cry, I'll be late to work, and then it's like when you do go to work, you got to put this smile on your face to show them that you're ready to work. And it's like, it just came to the point where I couldn't fake it no more. And I had to eventually just tell myself, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Do I want to keep living like this forever? And I just knew that I had to do something about it, because coming from a high school, I didn't even know what I wanted to do. I was so simply just lost and looking at everybody else and just thinking like, okay, everybody's going to do something. What am I going to do? People asking me, what do you want to do with your life? And I just knew that working a 9 to 5, I'm completely better than that. And that goes for anybody who's watching this video. You are better than a 9 to 5 job. I feel like a 9 to 5 job isn't as special as you think it is, because no shade here, but it's people that's living like that for 40, 50 years, and the struggle is so real. When you see what people do at their jobs, all you could do is just feel bad for them, because it's like, dang, why are you doing this with your life? You could have been something way better than this. Like, they're underpaying you. Even if they do pay you well sometimes, I would feel like majority of what jobs would do nowadays, they will pay you just so that they can give you lesser days. And that's the routine for them. If they underpay you, they give you more days. But if they pay you more, they give you less days. They're trying to stretch out the money. That way you're so blinded by the system so you don't see what's really going on. And I was so tired of being broke. I was tired of being broke. Every time I would check my account, no money, no money. Where's my money going to? Where is it all going to? I'm working. I don't see where my money's going to. I just could not do it. How can I survive like this for the rest of my life? No way. Not for the rest of my life. I'm not going to be doing no 9 to 5 job. I got to get up off my feet and do something about that. I got to get up, because if I stay in that position forever, I will not be happy. And what a lot of people fail to realize is they hate their jobs so much that they treat other people so bad. It's like, you know you don't like your job, but that doesn't mean to treat somebody bad because you don't like where you're at. That's why you have to do something about it. Don't just stick around somewhere because they have good health insurance, good dental insurance, good 401ks. I understand you're trying to multiply your money and you want to also be somewhere that comes with benefits. But does that really suit you? Does it? Come on now. Is it really worth your mental health sitting at a job that you hate and you're not even happy? It's like what jobs do to you, they're going to blind you with benefits, good PTO. Oh, you can take your break twice a day. Oh, if you do work all these hours, we'll give you a vacation to California. Like, they're going to do these different things to keep you stuck in the system. But the moment you clock into the job, that's when everything changes. You got to put on that mask now. You have to smile. That's when you turn into a robot. You got to put this smile on your face, even if you're not happy. We do not care. You have to do your job. And if you don't do your job, we're going to fire you. Okay? So I just want to let y'all know that you can be way much more better than a 9-to-5 job. I constantly see people daily suffering and their mental health is going down the drain because they work a 9-to-5 job. See, there's nothing wrong with a career now. A career would definitely secure you, but a 9-to-5 job, if you're not using that 9-to-5 job to fund your life, what are you doing? You are worth way more than what a 9-to-5 job has to offer to you, and you are better than that. You have to get up off your feet and do something about that. It is so many successful people out here, so you need to look at your situation. If you do not like it, change it. Figure out a way to work on your hobby and what you love to do the most to fund you some money. Get out of that 9-to-5. That 9-to-5 will not secure you, especially if your mental health is not where it needs to be. Find something that you can actually do to help yourself. And if you do like your 9-to-5 job, that's great. You can stay where you at if that's what you love to do. But for the ones who do not love 9-to-5, I feel like you could be in a way better position. And you did not click this video for no reason. So thank you guys. If you guys made it this far, we're going to end the video right here. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, and we gone.